No, there's this one company. Shout out to this one company on the East Coast. You know, I consider myself once I can't go too far away from the West Coast, and I like. But anyways, there's like he explained it so well. I appreciate laboratory grown diamonds. You know, I'm like, look, it starts out as a little seedling. I forget it. I lost it, but he was great. I'll try to find it. I'll link it. But look, I don't think there's anything wrong with the diamond grown in a laboratory. Okay, this is our last duck that we got. Gosh, that looks so good, dude. No, the colors, like the screen. Look, a screen makes a big difference. I'll say, look, I haven't seen the Switch 2 in person, but that screen looks really, really good. You know, I mean, if you're playing docked, if you're playing on your TV screen, I mean, you get to play Cyberpunk now. No, that's sweet.
Why over here?
Yes, yes. Look, I can talk about the Switch 2,
Being a pink cookie.
even if I don't have one. Okay, I'm just seeing people now out in the wild. I mean, of YouTube, the wild that is YouTube, the wild area known as YouTube. And I say, look, there's people out there. And I'm like, look, this is how YouTube works too, I think, right? And then I watch theirs, and I'm like, look, that looks pretty good, dude. No, even me looking at the screen and then looking at the screen through the screen. Look, you guys are so silly. Okay, no, me, I'm talking to myself. Look, I'm saying these are our 3 ducks masquerading, cosplaying as different characters out there in the wild of YouTube land. Thank you for letting us show off our duck collection. Thank you for letting us enjoy ourselves here with you on this platform and community known as YouTube. We appreciate everyone out there who's putting out Nintendo Switch 2 content. That's what I'm interested in. No, I'm really, look, that bad boy RGT85 has it right. D-brand. I think so far that's the only ones I've seen, and that looks like a legit protective case. That I would protect that. Now it's becoming more and more, you know, we got the Switch Lite. That's a $200 Switch. You know, you're I don't know what the new Switch costs. I forgot the price at it. I'm not really keeping up too much with it, just because I hopefully I want to see it more out there in the hands of people who are playing games, moving around. That's what I want to start, a campaign where we've been lied to, everyone. The PC doesn't have to be at home plugged into your wall. It doesn't have to be a big huge box. I mean, the Xbox is smaller than most people's PCs, which I think is cool. But the Walking Man, the handheld, the Walking Man is coming back with the screen. Can you imagine that if Sony was like, you know what, this Portal, the Portal 2, that's what I'm waiting on. Shout out to Sony when the Portal 2 comes out and when the Xbox handheld comes out. I really do hope that it has the Xbox proprietary hard drive slot, because then it would make it the perfect companion to the Xbox. So shout out to anyone out there who got the Switch 2. I know I've seen a few people, some of them Twitch, some of them don't. Some of them are exclusively on YouTube, and some of them are on multiple platforms. I just think, look, I'm a simple kind of person. I say YouTube. I love YouTube. I spent a lot of time here since the early days, and I say I appreciate it. So that's where we're trying to put out our stuff. So, but yeah, the Switch 2 looks sweet. That screen looks so good. I want to see it compared to Portal. I think that's where the real comparison. My son is showing off his Switch Lite. He said, look, we're going Switch Lite strong. We're saying, when is the Switch Lite 2 coming out? Come on now. That one has the I was going to say detachable. The click-tachable. The juicy Joy-Cons. When's the Switch 2 Lite coming out? Because I want that gorgeous, delicious screen, maybe slightly smaller, with Joy-Cons that are connected. Nintendo. Now, do the right thing. Peer pressure is real. I want to pretend that I can be an ambassador for all 3 in the major console war. You have your PC that masquerades as an Xbox, a Walkman that masquerades as a PlayStation, and a Nintendo masquerades as a 2. Cool for everybody. That's where Nintendo does its own thing, and we say, look, I saw somebody yesterday taking apart a Switch 2, and I said, woo, that motherboard is so fine. I see you. See me seeing you. Looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. No, I just love computer hardware. Always, since the very beginning, I see that. Look, you get me staring at a processor. The first time I opened up my laptop, my PowerBook, my MacBook. Forget what it's called, the Pro Mac, MacBook Pro the Mac. No, I thought it was such a cool thing. I was like, wow, I can play Diablo on the go. I can go around. I don't have to be like, no, because, that's the other thing. I'm like, look, they've changed, but they haven't. They're like, look, dinosaur, what's the point of your video? I'm like, look, finally, I've been wanting and waiting for like 30 plus years for a true portable mobile PC experience. I think we're finally getting there. I do. I think Android paved the way. I'm like, look. They did kind of. No, okay, fine, Apple. Look, I don't think it's a competition, Apple. Apple's always trying to say, look, who's finer, who's more beautiful? I'm like, look, why don't you make a see-through iPhone? You don't do it because then you'd have to rethink how you're setting everything up inside the phone. You gotta make it look good. What happens when it's a clear case? Is the hardware as beautiful? You can't just slap some glass on there. Stop being lazy, Apple. Gosh, I'm just messing around. Thank you guys. No, but in all seriousness, I am enjoying filming on the Pixel. I think the Pixel is a great personal computer. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on a Switch 2 and just seeing one of my games that I've wanted to play, and say, look, I'm gonna take this for a spin. They should do rentals, huh, Nintendo? Look, I'm just trying to jazz up your business platform here. Why can't people come in and rent Nintendo Switches, from your stores? No, that's a smart thing. Look, PlayStation, the Metreon. Shout out to downtown San Francisco. That's where Sony used to. I remember when I was a kid and they opened that Metreon. Sweet Sony, putting a movie theater there and showing off all their computer hardware, or sorry, the electronics. I'm like, Nintendo's doing that now. Xbox, why is there no Microsoft Store? No, sorry, there is. I think there is. Excuse me. Why is there no Xbox Store? Okay, thank you. We love you guys. But no, Nintendo for real. Switch Lite 2. When's that coming?